Firestone. How are you doing, dude?
Good. How you doing? You are in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Back in Los Angeles.
I'm back.
And I am still in Seattle.
Yeah,
but
I think we'll title.
we're
title this one the Seattle recap show. I'm thinking
something
along those lines will probably be the title of this one because we did. Well, I was just up in Seattle over the weekend from Thursday to this past Thursday. What was the day of that? Thursday the 20... was it the 24th? 22nd? 29th. The 29th.
People are checking their calendars right now.
So. Well, I am. Maybe I'll edit out a little portion of the space there. But I was in town from Thursday to Sunday, and we attempted to do a podcast up there. And we set up the little table. We were both facing the camera rather, and we had the microphone set up on the table.
I think you're confusing it with the romantic dinner we had following night.
No, it was a beautiful setup we had. But unfortunately, when we tried to record on GarageBand for a podcast to put out, and also tried to go Facebook Live on Friday. The audio was bad on the Facebook, and the audio never really recorded. It recorded jumbled and unusable on the GarageBand. So it was a fail. Is it an epic fail? What would you say?
Yeah, it was almost so much a fail that you have to just kind of just laugh at it, like.
Yeah,
but you got to roll with the punches.
I
guess we were a little bummed
at the time.
No, usually you laugh later.
You'll laugh later. And the key for us, I think, is just to keep going. We want to put out more episodes, but the video is still up there on Facebook, and you can kind of hear it. But the audio comes up and goes up and down. I really don't know why. Maybe it's because I used my phone and I dropped my phone about. Many times. So maybe that affected the the speaker, the audio.
You should.
Or was it Facebook or was it the internet? I don't really know. The Wi-Fi, we want answers, and we're never going to really probably have these answers. But what I was just discussing with you. You want to say something? You could.
I was going to say the audio might not sound great on the Facebook Live.
We look good.
Video. But yeah, I was going to say we look great.
Yeah, and the shot was good. Before the camera fell off the wall, before the phone fell off the wall twice during the Facebook Live, you can see that the shot was, you have a nice place up there, and you can see you can see the kind of a little bit of the urban buildings off to the right, and the sunset with the hills or whatever. It was cool.
Wow.
And we both had product. Did we have product in our hair before we? I
know. I definitely showered that day for sure.
You're showering? Well, I guess it's part of being refreshed, but
yeah,
will people be able to tell?
I might have been. I don't think I had any product in the hair. I kind of went a little natural.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we should make a music video. I was thinking we could use stills from that. And we could use those as photos to post or repost.
Can I use stills for my Bumble profile or my?
You want me to be in your profile, but you're gonna crop me out, I assume.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that would be a plus.
You
To
don't want to
have.
confuse other people. Everyone hates that when you have two,
I
three, or four
I
or
don't.
more
Yeah, I
people
don't.
in and they're not, and not one's in the foreground and bigger than the others. If you're if you're doing the selfie and everyone looks smaller behind you based on your perspective, I guess that's okay. But when you have 10 people in a row and they're all the same size,
I don't. On dating sites, I don't understand posting. I mean, I guess like a picture or two of you with other people because like people are like, oh, I don't want anyone to think I'm a loser and I don't take pictures with other people. But
yeah, I get
when
that. I
when
can see
your
that.
when your main profile picture is like you and like two, three other people, and like literally like I'm like swiping through the pictures, going, I cannot figure out which one of these people is you.
Yeah. I was
That,
gonna say, if you can't figure it out, if you have one or two pictures that are with other people, and then the other 7 or 8 are solos, that's
yeah,
fair. And I guess even if the profile do the people do, I mean, I haven't been on these sites in God knows
yeah,
how long.
you're out of the game,
I am
man.
out of the game, but do is it fair? Can you normally tell, or is it the what's the rule? What's the general?
You're talking about can I figure out who is who?
Yeah. How often does that happen?
Yeah, and most people post their main profile is
Yeah.
just of them. Most people, but another thing I like how this is just coming up. This is now the like online dating episode. No, okay. But people will post a picture of them not even smiling as their main picture. Like I don't know, man. I mean, maybe they don't like to smile, so they don't want to like fake it for their main profile.
Possible, I guess. But or they
I don't
people
know.
just think that's what looks cool and that's what other people do.
Yeah,
That's what people think that others want to
sure.
see. They have a bad smile.
I
No,
don't
no,
know,
I don't think
but
people have bad smiles. Like you think
eh.
you never see a picture of Hitler smiling, or do you?
Oh man,
Do the world dictator? They look evil. I guess they would look evil smiling
like
because of all your
Kim Jong,
associations.
yeah, Kim Jong, whatever. That guy's smiling all the time.
Yeah, and the media makes it seem like the guy's like deranged, which he might be.
Yeah, I mean,
But they
dude, the
definitely
guy likes. Yeah,
create a narrative where that's what they're trying to convey.
who knows?
Yeah, that's for sure. Who knows? Maybe we should talk more about Seattle.
Seattle.
Should we recap it in sort of chronological order? Is that maybe that's
Yeah, we can
what
do
do you
that.
think? That might give us the conversation some structure and help jog our
Structure.
memories to as far as what the hell happened over this weekend. No, but it was fun. It wasn't that exciting. I hope people don't think that we like robbed banks, went to strip clubs, or I don't know what
I
people
know
think
it's
we're
so
capable
so
of.
boring.
We're not really that interesting. That's why we have a podcast. No, I'm
Well,
joking.
speak for yourself,
Yeah,
please.
no, we're great. But I got there Thursday and it was cloudy.
And you had a driver pick you up from the airport, right? I sent a driver.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Some of this,
it was me. It was me, but
for the dedicated fans who stuck it out through the Facebook Live, some of this may be recap because we were talking about some of the stuff that we had done and we're getting into planning to do. So we may have some recap. Yeah, so I got a salmon teriyaki. That was the first thing we ate. Because of course this weekend was filled with food. We're like, you watch Master and None with
I do.
Aziz. Have you seen this past season where him and Arnold, the big guy, they eat like that's like what they do, and I'm like, that's cool. That's kind of like,
Is that us?
yeah, we're good at eating.
I'm your eating friend.
It's mostly your fault though. You're the enabler.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff that I suggest is actually pretty good.
Yeah, and
Well-
I try to build my plan my eating habits the up to when the trip was happening around that.
Yeah, you
So,
fat. You
yeah,
fat.
I ate kale for
You
a
probably.
week. I ate kale every meal until that.
Yeah, but we
Thursday
walked a lot.
afternoon. We did walk.
Yeah.
We did walk. That's good. I like walking when we did the right amount of it, not too much. After 3 miles, my feet start to hurt. Do your feet hurt
Oh,
when you walk a lot?
yeah. Yeah. Especially if you're wearing like flip flops.
Yeah. I gotta get better. I gotta get walking shoes. Is that a real thing, or is that just like a figure of speech? There's a walking section if you go to the shoe store, like
Yeah.
running,
Walking.
basketball, track and field, golf.
Are there jogging shoes only?
Then
Walking,
I gotta
running.
jog everywhere I go.
Get jogging shoes.
I don't know if it's that literal. Hey,
So,
wait a minute. You're wearing basketball shoes and you're just walking in public. Yeah, you go on.
Yeah, I picked you up from the airport. We chilled in my place a little bit, and then we were pretty hungry guys. So
I should. Can I tell them what your apartment is called? The name of it, maybe I shouldn't.
yeah, that's okay. You can tell them. There's multiple.
There's multiple. Yeah, that's so. Then they don't know exactly where you. Multiple of this.
They don't know where Yeah.
Okay.
They don't know where I sleep at night. So.
It's called a pod. You live in a pod. It's just a studio loft. It's a studio loft apartment with some shared spaces as far as like a big kitchen, which is cool. But they call it a pod. Do I have that correct?
No.
I'm already wrong.
You're talking about the whole name of the building?
Well, I guess the unit you live in or the building. The whole thing.
Yeah, apartment. It's a play on the word apartment.
That's funny.
Apartment. And most of the units they call them micro studios, and the one I live in is a micro studio, but it has a loft, so it's a little bigger than the standard, but they call them apartments, and
You gotta tell them
I know. There's signs up with like information, and they call people that live here podners. Like a partner. So, and we attempted to do a podcast in the apartment.
See, that's the funniest thing.
Yeah,
that's the funniest part of it to me.
Has that been done before?
And
Has a podcast been done? Yeah.
We're gonna have to try to salvage this audio, and I think we were talking about before we went on the air about maybe I could reach out to some audio gurus who I can make a deal with. What can we give them? Like a T-shirt? They want more.
Yeah, a T-shirt that isn't even in existence yet.
Yeah, we don't have a store yet. People will have to wait for that.
Yeah, we'll have like baby clothes and like stuff you can like, like a bandana you can put on your dog.
I was just gonna say do-rag bandana.
Do-rag.
We're on the same wavelength. I gotta go.
All right, so we're back to Seattle.
Yeah.
We talked about the apartment.
Of course.
So yeah, we ate at the. You wanted some teriyaki, right? You were feeling some teriyaki.
Yeah, I guess so. Or sushi.
And you also came up with a nice. Might as well bring it up now. Nice. Your version of teriyaki.
Teriyaki. Yeah, if you're in a. Yeah, that's the formal version.
Yeah.
You're a big fan.
I was. I laughed multiple times. But you ended up going with the salmon, which was probably freshly caught right before we got there.
Yeah, I didn't even think that I was in Seattle. They're known for their salmon. The first thing I'm gonna get is salmon. It would it would happen very, very organically because my thought was, okay, so salmon teriyaki with some little salad, the rice. It's probably not the healthiest meal, but it's not terrible because I know that we were gonna eat burgers and pizza that weekend. Yeah. So I was like, all right, let's break me in easy.
Yeah, you made yourself feel a little better starting off with that.
Yeah,
and
I
then
knew epic
gradually
disaster
got
was
yeah.
was coming.
Did a piece of fruit ever touch your mouth that the whole weekend?
I don't eat fruit when I'm not in different cities on vacation.
Yeah, no matter where in the world Adam is, there's no fruit consumption.
Once I something well I like ambrosia apples. That's the only apple I'll eat usually, and I like bananas that have are yellow with brown spots, but still kind.
Spots like freckles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
Bob Bob Ambrosia.
Yeah, fruit doesn't taste as good as cookies. There's a
But you
reason
will.
it's not
Yeah,
peace love apple. It's not peace love orange.
peace, love, and apples.
People, I did think that eventually, when we have more fans, that will become a thing. Like taking out one of the peace love cookies, one of those things, and replacing it with like peace love, whatever you're into,
Yeah.
peace love fire.
Well,
There's
yeah.
something
I
for
mean, it's
everyone.
probably. I don't. Yeah. Well, I haven't heard peace, love, and cookies, so we're gonna say we coined the term.
It's not true, actually. I did like a Google image of peace love cookies like a week and a half ago, and
Yeah.
it's been, it's where it's been used, I guess, in, I think, bakeries. Like, I think there might be some like
Yeah.
bakeries who use it, but nothing quite in the way that I think we're doing the peace love cookies.
Yeah. Well, we made it our own. We made it our own.
Yeah, we did. But what we wanted to do, in Seattle was play a little guitar and ukulele and do some jamming. But we tried to. This guy has a nylon string. I guess it's a classical style guitar. But like the bridge thing where the string connects to was busted. So we were trying to get that fixed, and we went to like 5 different stores, and that was an adventure trying to get that done. Eventually we just gave up, and I played the 3-string guitar, and you played we didn't really jam, actually. We forgot to jam next time.
We forgot to jam. We forgot to play fibbage.
We both played, you know what? We both did play, but we played at different times, like, cause you had this 3-string guitar and ukulele, and we both kind of fiddled around, but we didn't really play any of the old hits. We don't have old hits. I don't have old hits.
Like Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah. Bridge over troubled under troubled over troubled bridges water, whatever that one is. I actually don't.
Don't go chasing water.
I like Sound of Silence more. Mrs. Robinson.
That's a good one. Yeah.
But
our explanation of our Seattle weekend isn't. It's not going. Well, I guess it's going okay, but
I think it's going okay.
I think we threw structure out the window almost. But
no, I'm bringing it back around. We're at kind of like the middle second half-ish. We're getting there.
Yes,
no, but I wanted to mention to the audience about the that music store that we went to. That when you open the door at this music store, guitar strings are strummed, and it plays a chord. I don't remember the particular chord. I probably wouldn't have been able to identify it anyway.
Yeah, you're no Mozart.
No.
You'll never be Mozart.
I have the outfit though. No, I don't have the outfit.
They have like a neck of a guitar with strings on it mounted above the door, and then at the top of the door they have like a little thing sticking up that has a guitar pick on it.
Yeah.
So as you open the door, the pick strums the neck of the guitar, the strings, and it's pretty cool because you don't realize it really at first, and you're like, oh shit. Like,
yeah, you look up and you're like, I'm a musician. I just did that.
Yeah, so of course I'm standing there opening and closing the door, and people are trying to walk up and get in.
I don't think you're the first person to.
No. No, it's pretty.
What was the name of that place? I don't remember.
We can't.
We went because we went to 5 different ones. If you if you look up music stores and see it, you could probably just. I bet it's on YouTube. Everything.
Yeah,
people could. They're smart. They're smart people out there. We could put it in post it on one of our social media. The name of this
If
place,
we
or you have
find
video
it,
of it. Did you
yeah,
take a video of it?
I would even drive the whole 3 miles to the store to take a video for everyone.
Yeah, you don't have to go. Well, when you have a time.
Yeah, well, you don't need to like what's the term to like force somebody. You don't need to pull my arm to get me to go to a music store. Is it pull my arm?
Yeah, I think so. Pull my arm, drag my
No,
arm,
you want
Dra-
to pull my
drag
you
me
drag
by
my arm.
drag my
Drag,
arm.
drag
We got
drag my arm. You don't need to drag my arm.
we gotta end this. We gotta end this this part of the conversation. I think before too soon. I think maybe we should talk about the going to Safeco Field and seeing the Mets versus the Mariners.
Yeah, that was actually what kind of was the main reason for your
Yeah, I mentioned that in a
visit.
previous episode that it was to see the Mets,
Right.
my Mets play the Mariners, and not to see you as much. That was more just like a coincidence. I'm just kidding. Do I have to say I'm just kidding? You would have known I'm kidding.
I was about to cry myself to sleep tonight. So, but yeah, the game was awesome. It was an afternoon game and early afternoon. What was it?
It was a 1 o'clock game, and of course, what made this a kind of a special event was that the Seven Line Army, which is the Mets sort of traveling fan club. I guess it's an official traveling fan club. Was there, and we were filling up like a section or 2 or 3, and there's probably 500 to 1,000 of us. I'm sure you can find that number online, and we were all wearing the orange T-shirts, and it was awesome, and we were loud and annoying.
Where does the Seven Line Army name come from?
Oh, I should say it's the 7 line that travels from Manhattan, I believe Times Square, to the stadium, to Citi Field where the Mets play. So it's a subway line, the 7 line, and that gets you to the ballpark.
Okay.
Gets a lot of people to the ballpark.
We lucked out and we had seats in the shade.
We did, for your sake.
Yeah, I mean, like going to a Dodger game when it's like 100 out in the sun is it's brutal. So
you are a fair-skinned gentleman.
I am. So I mean, Seattle, it's like 80, 85, wouldn't be as bad. But when you're sitting for hours in the sun, you can start getting baked for the wrong reason.
Even I do, and I'm kind of a borderline desert person.
Is that racist?
Probably. No, I have some. I used to get a lot darker. Now, if I am out in the sun too much, even I get red, or I haven't had sunburn too much in my life. I stay out of the sun. It's annoying. It's too hot. It's too hot. Oh, you know what I wanted to say? I wanted to tell them about the T-shirt fiasco. This is the funniest stuff to me, so I think that's what we should talk about. So, anyway, as part of this 7 Line Army fan club thing, you buy the tickets through them, and they give you a T-shirt, and everyone's wearing the same matching T-shirts in our section. And it was just me on this trip, not my wife. So I figured I let her have the second T-shirt, because this guy's not...
Hold on, you got to explain. You bought 2 tickets to the game.
Oh, yes.
And yes. One was for you, one was for me.
Yes.
And then with the ticket, you could choose you could choose your shirt size.
Yeah, choose your shirt size. So I got one for myself and I got one for my wife because she likes T-shirts, and I figured it would be a cool thing. And this guy doesn't care; he's not a Mets fan anyway. But as we were, walking up to the ballpark, and as the game started to approach, this guy's like, "Am I going to be the only one in our section
not wearing the orange shirt?"
Yeah, and will everyone think you're weird and an outcast and be mean to you and dump beer on you or whatever? That didn't happen, but you should tell them what did happen.
Yeah, I decided I'm a NBA fan, and I have a Michael Jordan jersey that I wore to the game, And we're sitting in the section with all the Mets fans, and this one guy, tell you, he had a few beers in him, but he was a nice guy, and he asked me, "Hey, are you a Mets fan?" And I was like, well, I'm not really a Mariners fan, but I'm sport. I go. I don't know how do you answer that question. I
Yeah,
said
you're
I'm
not.
sports.
You don't really have a favorite baseball team. It's as
Yeah,
far as I
no.
know, right?
Yes, I go. I'm a sports fan, and and actually, I think the first thing he said to me was, "Hey, Michael Jordan hasn't been relevant for 20 years."
Yeah, you were wearing a Michael Jordan jersey. Did you?
Yeah, Jordan jersey. And then he asked me if I'm a Mets fan. I tell him I'm a sports fan. So he goes, "Oh, you want this shirt?" He has an extra orange shirt from the whole, the game experience, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, "All right, sure." So he threw me the shirt, and I put it on over my jersey. And when we would leave the section to walk around, where when we'd leave the Mets fan section, I would take the orange shirt off
and rock the
and
Jordan tank
walk
top,
around.
Michael Jordan jersey.
Yeah, and then we'd come back and I'd put the shirt back on.
Yeah. I don't know what to make of that. There's so many ways that I can dissect what's going on there that I don't even think I'm gonna attempt it. But what was also cool about going to the Mets Mariners game at Safeco Field was the Mariners have a new delicacy, a new food at the stadium that they serve.
Yeah,
roasted
one of the
grasshoppers.
Yeah,
roasted grasshoppers.
And you and I had talked about trying them forever because it's kind of funky. It's so.
And then that day approaches, where where it's like, are we doing this or not?
So we kind of forgot, right?
Yeah, there's so many things going on. How are we going to get to the park? Where are we going to go before there? What are we going to do about the T-shirt? There's so many things choices to make, decisions to make that we kind of forgot about the grasshoppers.
And thank Zeus that a gentleman came and sat down right in front of us, right?
The very two seats in front of us, I believe.
Yeah, and you guys kind of started chatting a little bit.
Well, I looked over his shoulder and I saw a bowl of what was them. It could not have been anything else.
Yeah, it wasn't really a bowl. I'd say it looked like more of a large ketchup cup.
Dish? Yeah, it was just a small bowl.
Yeah, a little cuppy thing of fried. Are they fried or baked? What are they?
They're roasted.
Roasted, yeah. Roasted, and these were
again, these guys have probably had a few drinks, and they saw me scoping out the grasshoppers, and they offered that, hey, you guys want to try them? And I'm like, all right, let's do it. So I took one, and then you took one, and
we chowed down.
I thought they were fine.
It was okay.
I wasn't disgusted in the least bit. They were very spicy.
Well, there was a little kick to them.
Yeah, I think there might have been two. I forget if there were two different options available: spicy and non-spicy, or mesquite.
Probably regular.
Yeah, I think there was another option, and I guess these guys got the spicy, but they weren't bad. They were crunchy. I wonder if they're healthy for you. I can't imagine anything at a ballpark is healthy for you. They're roasted. They probably have oil and salt and sugar or something.
Yeah.
High fructose corn syrup. No, I don't. But I guess I guess that's my question. Relative to everything else at the ballpark, am I better off eating fried grasshoppers or roasted grasshoppers than, like a hot dog? Probably. I imagine so.
We'll have to do some research on that.
I'm going to go on an all insect diet. Is that against, can you still be a vegetarian if you eat insects? Insects are animals, right?
Vegetarians eat insects?
No, you can't be a vegetarian and eat insects. I guess what I'm asking is, what is the technical name for someone who, I guess, only eats insects and doesn't eat other?
It's got to be, I don't know the term for like like it's like a fish eater, is like a pescatarian.
Yeah, we'll put.
So like
We should follow up about this on social media too. I could put in the official name is so and so. Adam's new diet.
you're
Right.
right. And then you can write a book on it
Yeah.
when you're eating snails and fucking
Oh, snails
crickets.
are good. Well, yeah, crickets is another one. I guess that's
Yeah.
probably similar to grasshopper. What is the difference? Does anyone know the difference between grasshopper and like and crickets?
I'm sure we could find like a calorie count, like a protein breakdown online somewhere.
Crunchy, which has more crunch? It's the joints.
What wines are good? Yeah, what do you pair? What wine do you pair with different insects?
There's a whole world we could explore with this. I just don't like the spicy. I'm not a big fan of the spicy food.
Yeah.
But if they were crunchy, they were good. It's a source of protein. I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
I'm preparing for the apocalypse. I'll be ready. Roasted bugs.
With a Z.
That's right. We like to spell plural things with a Z. We didn't come up with that, but it's we enjoy it. So we might spell things with a Z. Out, that doesn't really help us on the podcast, but for social media, we could start typing things with a Z. We're warning you. Don't tempt us. But anyway, we can get back to Safeco Field and the Mets Mariners, and the Mets lost. That was sad. I was sad. It was a good game. They lost 3-2. I won't go too much into the nuts and bolts and the inside baseball of the game, but it was an exciting game and it was fun, and the crowd was good, and everybody seemed to. There were no fights between the Mets fans and the Mariners fans. Seattle's kind of laid back in that regard.
Yeah, no brawls in the parking lot.
Yeah. You didn't take me to the hood while we were there. Or we might have. We drove through. Did we drive through a couple? I saw. No, I guess not.
I mean,
well, nobody invited us.
Go outside city limits a little bit. You might. I'm sure you.
Yeah.
Find some areas you might not want to hang out.
Yeah.
But
I like Seattle. It's a very beautiful city. We went down to the pier. We went to Wings Over Washington. I was going to bring up the Wings Over Washington.
Yeah, it basically a lot of our listeners, all you guys out there, have maybe been to California Adventure at Disneyland. Yeah,
it's a virtual reality ride.
And it's basically they have like Soaring Over California, and this is their version of that ride, basically, where you like Adam said, you're in this room and there's like this giant curved screen in front of you.
Yeah, and my friend, I was going to mention Steve.
Yeah.
Yes, our friend Steven Rosolio, who helped with the logo, actually also helped design this particular ride. So that was cool to see his work come to fruition. What was that?
Yeah. I think my phone's vibrating.
Yeah.
Is that proper for podcast recording?
I don't think so. It's going to scare the shit out of people who are listening with headphones. I think we may leave it in, though. I'll see how it plays back on the edit.
Real life, man.
People listening in their car are going to think like their car is going into like another gear. Even our devices make the same sounds that I do. But Wings Over Washington was cool. It's like a virtual reality ride, and your chair shakes, and they had water dripping down on you, and you're hovering over the rainforests. Not rainforests. There are forests, and it was raining, but that doesn't make them rainforests.
No. Then they blow like different smells on you, like pine for the forest, or like you're flying over a field of flowers, and they have like a fragrant flower smell spraying out. Just cool. Yeah,
I recommend these types of rides because they make me, in particular, not too nauseous. I'm not really a ride person, but I could handle this.
Not a roller coaster rider.
Once in a while. But
Do you remember like years ago? I don't know if like at the mall, if where you grew up, they used to have like these like virtual reality ride things where you would like they'd have a screen and like the whole entire thing would move like it'd be like a roller coaster. And like you'd be sitting in this thing watching a roller coaster on the video and like the whole thing's moving. So like supposed to feel like you're on a roller coaster. You ever
I
been in
don't
one of
know if
those?
I don't know if that rings a bell. What about like an individual kind of like this is like a group. You're sitting next to other people.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that don't ring a bell. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
guess I
kind
was
of things you
I
have
was
going on in
special. Yeah.
California. We played in
California.
New York. We play skee ball.
You don't have virtual reality roller
Yeah, you
coasters in the
guys are
mall.
ahead of the curve out here in LA. That's
Oh
right.
man. Yeah, so we ate more food. What anything else? Anything that highlight? We had some really good cookies.
Yeah, cookies, cookies. We had pizza. I ate a whole lot of pizza.
Pizza
Uh,
cookie burgers.
yeah, I ate 4 slices, 4 decent sized New York style slices. That place was really good. Again, we
Yeah.
should tell. Well, no, you know Ballard
Ba-
Pizza or something.
Ballard Pizza Company, I think. Ballard
Yeah,
Pizza
I thought
Company.
that was
Yeah.
good. Now watch it go on Yelp. It's like 2.5 stars, and I totally took our audience. No, it was.
Hey,
No,
whatever.
it's I
Well,
I bet they have good reviews.
oh, they
It
also
was
have they
good.
also sell at the stadium at Safeco Field. Remember?
Yeah, I didn't get pizza at the game.
Nah,
No, we got
we didn't eat
drinks.
food
We
at the
got
game.
drinks and
Yeah,
grasshoppers.
and
We
one
ate a
like
little
one
before the
grasshopper
game.
each.
We ate a little before the game, and we ate after the game. But during the game, we're kind of. I'm focused on drinking and yelling, basically. I can't be. And I'm keeping score. No, I don't keep score at a game. But no, we just we survived on those 2 grasshoppers. Food's kind of expensive at ballparks.
Yeah, you could eat free relish and mustard and ketchup if you want.
Word. Ketchup
You mix it
packets.
in a bowl.
Yeah. What else should we talk about as far as Seattle? I think we covered. I think we covered quite a bit. The baseball, eating, the ride, more eating,
Hanging out.
doors that chime when you walk in.
I did, drag your arm to a few pot shops here.
Yeah, yeah,
Drag your arm.
they're quite different than the dispensaries in LA. They up there it's corporate weed is what I call it. It's all bagged up already, and in LA they have jars. I guess that's really the only difference.
Yeah, it's all prepackaged, already
Yeah,
sealed in the jars or bags, containers.
but most places are
So
seem clean, sterile enough.
yeah, yeah, most of them are pretty.
It's not seedy.
Yeah.
You didn't take me anywhere seedy.
So
Next time we'll do more seedy stuff.
next next time I want to make sure that you come back and then I'll show you the real Seattle.
Yeah, the Fraser Crane reality tour.
I'll
Take me on
post
that.
on Craigslist to see if there's anyone with a lot of Frasier knowledge that can.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Are there spots around Seattle that they bring up in the show
Oh, of
of
course.
Frasier?
Space Needle.
Well,
I
they
still
talk-
have not gone to the Space Needle. That was actually my
Yeah.
third time in Seattle, and
Yeah.
I haven't gone to Space Needle. What was the other thing? Something else.
Oh,
Well,
the
this time we're gonna go to the Jimi Hendrix Museum, the EMT. What's it called? EMG.
emergency medical technician. Now, used to be called EMP, Experience Music Project. Now it's called Mopop,
Yeah,
Modern Pop. I don't know.
yeah. It's music, movies, television, more popular media and culture stuff.
Sure, they have some video game stuff there. Yeah.
Beyond left-handed guitars, they've expanded. Jimi Hendrix and Kurt Cobain are lefties.
Yeah.
Those are pretty.
But yeah,
Might be the most famous.
yeah. We'll go next time you're up here. But if you're in,
Mike McCready's a righty, the Pearl Jam guitar player.
of course.
I'm passing my own quiz. Most people are righties.
So yeah, I would doubt you'd say check out Seattle, right?
Yeah, I would recommend it.
Come up and visit. And if right now the weather is awesome. Right now it's
Oh yeah, don't go
end
when it
of-
rains.
end of-
Go in the summer.
yeah. Yeah, it's end of July.
Not too humid.
Yeah, I'd say once it starts hitting like maybe like October-y. I don't know. I'm not an expert yet. I've only been here almost a year. Actually, it's my 1 year
So
anniversary.
you've seen the climate,
my
the whole
one-
climate run the
My one, yep.
run its course.
To everything, turn,
That's the Birds.
turn.
Did Simon and Garfunkel ever do a version of that? Maybe.
Just Sound of Silence.
Yeah. We should play that at the end of our episode today.
Nah, we don't have the license for that.
True. But
Great.
yeah, maybe I'll tell people where they can find us. You can find us on Twitter at WDI_ the podcast, and we're on Facebook and Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, yellow smiley with the headphones on it. That's us.
We're doing it.
We're
That
doing
is
it.
us.
We're doing
But
it.
we got some things in the works. I think we got some fun stuff coming up, some fun ideas. So
Stay
definitely
tuned. Stick around.
be part of the growing team.
Hell
We got to
yeah.
come up with a name for we're doing it. Fans, like Justin Bieber, they were the Beliebers.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
My friend Mark Claire, his podcast is Lions of Liberty, and he calls his fans are the Pride, like a Pride Alliance.
There's no pride involved here.
No, it's something else. Look up the antonyms of that.
Maybe on that note, we'll wrap ye old episode 7 up.
Yeah, to do your thing. Send us out
But
of here.
wishing everybody peace, love, and cookies.
I see the sun and I watch it arise. Oh, good morning, good morning. I kiss my baby and I say goodbye. Oh, good morning, good morning. I grab my coffee and I step outside. Oh, good morning, good morning. And through the traffic I will survive. Oh, good morning, good morning. For the people that I'm passing, oh, they're too busy reacting. But I'm free from distraction. I'm caffeinated, I'm ready for action. When the alarm goes off, I wake up and start my day. Get up, shower and shave, and then I'm on my way. What can I say? I never let my sky turn gray. It's just another perfect day in the U.S. of L.A. Specifically, the San Fernando Valley. When we the Mad Street parking, we don't need the valet. Yeah, get out my way while I proceed to persuade everybody I see to have a beautiful day. So don't Yeehaw!